This is a Blend Extra. Well, one of the trickiest parts of funding your retirement is figuring out how to save for the future while enjoying your life in the present. It's called time bucket planning. And here to explain this concept is 𝗡𝗕𝗖 𝗧𝗠𝗝. He is president and founder of Preservation Financial Group. Hi, Pete.
Hey, good morning, Tiffany. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for joining us. I have not heard of this before. It's a new term to me, or concept, strategy, whichever way you want to present that. So tell us a little bit about what time bucket planning is for retirement.
Yeah, it's a great question. A lot of people ask this or about different segments of the retirement. So time bucket planning is simply just breaking up your retirement into different stages. So it might look something like this. For the first time bucket, let's say it's the first 7 to 10 years of your retirement. It's the early part of your retirement. These are most likely, for most people, the go-go years. You know, you're traveling, they're the most active years. You're taking kids or grandkids to theme parks, playing golf. If you do outdoor activities, you're doing all the more healthy, active stuff, because usually the healthier we are when we're at a younger stage. So this is the active part of our retirement. The second bucket, or the second stage, would be the next 7 to 10 years. And this might be called the slow go. These are the less active years. You're not completely inactive, but you're not going as fast as you were during the active stage. You might still be doing some traveling and some fun stuff and hobbies, but maybe sticking a little bit closer to home. And then in the third stage, the third bucket, those would be the quieter years. Some people call them the no-go years. Definitely spending more time at home, not as active as we get older. And again, this is just for the average person.
So how do we allocate our assets in those maybe 3 time buckets so that we're actually maximizing growth?
We want to time segment or time bucket the retirement for folks so they can maximize their enjoyment, but we want to make sure that their finances align at the same time. So we would use 3 additional buckets just to keep it simple, and it's easier if you're looking at a visual. But the first bucket would be your short-term money. This would be very liquid, safe, checking savings. This is money here for emergencies, for travel, for fun, for hobbies, things like that, easily accessible. The second bucket would be what's called a protected income bucket. This would give you income basically on a more guaranteed basis. You won't have fluctuation of the stock market here. The money here will be for 10 to 15 years to sustain you for that time period in your retirement during the active and the middle stage. That, in essence, buys us time to put some money in the stock market, good dividend, which is our third bucket. We put it in good dividend and growth stocks, and it gives us time to not have to worry about the volatility of the stock market. So in summary, we have some short-term savings money, we have the protected middle bucket, the protected income, and then the growth bucket is for the long term, and that gives us time to sustain the volatility.
So we have like a little less than a minute. Do you have to change these allocations over time, Pete?
Well, we would change them. We're monitoring them every 6 to 12 months during annual reviews or semi-annual reviews if necessary. And as your needs change, your goals, maybe you have a big trip planned. I had a client in the other day. They're actually taking 40 members of their family and extended family on a trip to Alaska. So we just did a little bit different shuffling in order to take that into account. So we do make changes and rebalance when necessary, and it all depends on what the person's trying to accomplish, and hopefully doing a lot of fun things along the way.
𝗡𝗕𝗖, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And to learn more about Preservation Financial Group and this concept, visit 𝗡𝗕𝗄12.com.